I use Zoom all the time, so it's a good tool.
Yeah,
That's good.
it works. It's good.
Yeah, it works very well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Tell me a little bit about the background, Dr. Yolla, about these students in master program.
Which one? My background?
Yeah, no, the students' background. What are they? Are
Oh,
they already entrepreneurs? They are doing something on entrepreneurship. How are they in this context?
oh, so variative, I think. For several students as a fresh graduates, then they are also professional as a banker, then worker in a company, and beberapa orang housewife. Yeah. So
That's right. Okay.
today Miss Maya classes also join.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, so double class in here.
Oh, I see.
Miss Maya from Innovation and Entrepreneurship class, and I am from Small Medium Enterprise classes.
Okay. What I will give them access as well. It's good to have a master because they are already thinkers. It's a different dynamic.
Yeah.
I will also give them access to the same assessments. They will give us two comparison in the major group. One is from the S1, another from the S2. Is a good see how they are in their dynamic, even though they might go for career or if they are considering entrepreneurship. So the idea is see how IQ and EQ towards entrepreneurship they are, and that can give us a lot of parameters for a study on that perspective.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think we have a quiet time. You can share that link in our chat room, I think. So the students filling the questionnaire, yeah. You mean?
That's right. I will give them the access for the online, and later, if you could remind them, giving them the link so they can also go through the link access.
Different link with different link with the S1?
No, it's the same. That's
the same link.
Yeah, that's the good thing, because later in the graphic we'll be able to see the difference between both of group taking the same test.
Oh yeah, good. Okay, agree with you, sir.
And I'm just asking for your reference. I think I can learn so much, and I'm looking for perhaps next year as we journey together. How can we explore, different segments that we are ahead, so we can learn from one another? I'm sure I can learn more than what I will be able to contribute in the journey.
Yeah, hopefully, Mr. George. Okay, but wait a moment. I will inform the Zoom will be already open to my students, sir. Pak Vincent, tolong kabarin ke grup ya.
Oke, Bu.
Zoom-nya. Hi, all students. Please open your cam. Arfi, Rashid, Rida, halo.
Malam, Bu.
Ya, malam. Kalau memungkinkan, boleh open cam ya. Silakan Arfi juga boleh open cam, please. kasih tahu ke teman-teman ya, kita sudah dibuka Zoom-nya. Boleh segera bergabung. Pada kemana ya? Hujan gitu? Nggak hujan sih kalau di saya. Kalau hujan suka terlambat, Mr. George.
Tidak apa-apa, waktu karet, Ibu. Tidak,
Ah,
santai.
oh, I'm so sorry. Ya, waktu karet ya. Jam karet. Oke. Ya, masuk nih, puji Tuhan. Udah mulai masuk. Anak-anak, Bu Eti, selamat sore.
Selamat sore Ibu dan semuanya.
Eti, kalau memungkinkan open cam, please. Ya. Hai, masih di kantor? Atau sudah di rumah?
Udah di rumah Bu?
Oke, puji Tuhan udah di rumah ya.
Iya.
Malam, Sis Lukertina. Sis Tina ya?
Iya, Bu. Selamat malam, Bu.
Oke. Malam Bro Kevin, boleh open cam.
Ayo kita nyalain semua. Oke. Yuk. Satu, dua, tiga.
Oh,
Malam,
wow.
Bu. Malam, Bu. Kami lagi di perjalanan nih, Bu.
On the way ya.
Iya,
Behind the wheel ya. Please be careful.
Iya.
Bu, ini Kevin, Aldi sama Gisa ya, Bu ya?
Iya, maaf ya, mohon maaf.
Oke. Boleh sapa Mr. George tuh. Mr.
Halo,
George.
Mr. George.
So you can learn everywhere ya.
Iya.
Iya.
Work from car. Oke. Iya. Oke, Sis Feren, Sis Stella. Kalau memungkinkan open cam please. Thank you.
Iya Bu, sebentar ya Bu.
Oke.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, Mr. George dan Miss Yolla.
Ya, Miss Stella. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Tidak bisa open cam, it's okay. Ya, nggak apa-apa. Nggak apa-apa, Sis Feren. It's okay. No problem. Claudia, can you please open cam?
Sore Ibu, sebentar ya Bu, saya baru tiba.
Oke, oke. Ya, just take your time.
Terima kasih Bu.
Ya. Ya, it's okay. Bu Eti ya, nggak apa-apa. Wah,
Halo.
Debe. Hello. Good evening, Pak Debe. Mr. DB.
Yes, hello. Okay, I need to change my background first. Okay.
Oh, nice. Is it Danau Toba, right?
Yes, correct, Miss. Correct, Bu. Miss. Sorry.
Mr. Josh already come. You want to say something to Mr. Josh?
Hello, Mr. Josh.
Hello, hello. Wow,
Hello.
nice background. I love it. One day I will go there, okay?
Yeah. Oh, you will go there or you
I
already there?
hope, I'm waiting for
Oh,
invitation. Is there any university nearby or not?
Yeah, I think you should come there because this is a very, very beautiful place. And on this month, I will go there because that's my hometown.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah,
Nice to meet you, Mr. Josh. How are you?
me too.
Eh,
Good, good.
You direct from Brazil, right? Sorry.
That's right. Orang berhasil.
Berhasil, right?
Betul, betul. Selalu.
Okay, so what time is it now in there?
Tetap saya tinggal di Bandung.
Oh, still Bandung. I
Yes.
see. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. Yeah, still selamat malam.
Yeah.
Apa yang mana? Ini. Sebenarnya gue takut banget, Mbak. Kayak copot. Cuman harusnya nggak copot sih
Selamat
kalau.
sore.
Selamat malam, Ibu. Maaf, tadi mic-nya
Hai.
kebuka.
It's okay. Oh, Miss Maya already here. Hi, Miss Maya. Good evening. Hi, Miss Maya.
Hello, good evening.
Thanks for coming, Miss.
Malam Bu Maya.
Malam. Good evening.
Miss Maya, nanti boleh opening speech sama doa ya, Miss, please. Minta tolong. May I, Miss? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, sure.
Yeah, I think your internet unstable, right? Okay. So right now 18.34. So we will start our class. Is it agree? Okay, so good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. Miss Maya.
My phone
Your internet is unstable, I think.
you.
I cannot hear you clear. Yeah?
I think I have trouble with this.
Yeah. So first of all, I want to I want to present my class first. So if I call your name, please let me know you here already here, okay? Claudio, are you there? Hello, Claudio, are you there? Yohan, are you there? Nadia Gisya,
Halo, Miss. I am with Kevin and Aldi.
Kevin and Aldi, and okay.
Kevin, Aldi, Gisa.
Okay.
For one Zoom, I'm sorry. We are in one device.
No problem. Muhammad
thank
Rashid.
Ada, Bu.
Okay, thanks. Aditya,
Ada, Bu.
Elma, Mr. Daniel Butar-Butar.
Always ada Bu.
Always ready. Okay. Stella, Miss Stella, are you there?
Ada, Bu.
Okay, thanks. Mr. Franciscus OTW ya, and Bu Evi. Okay. So, Miss Maya classes? Okay, Miss Maya classes maybe end of the class. Miss Maya, you want to present the student, Miss? Okay, so untuk mempersingkat waktu, please Mr. Vincent to share CV. I want to read the curriculum vitae of Mr. Josh before. Oke. Pak Vincent, boleh di-share, Pak Vincent? CV-nya Mr. George. Pak Vincent. Oke, saya aja deh, Pak Vincent. Oke. Hello guys, this is Mr. George and I want to read the CV of Mr. George. Mr. George, who has a lot of experience of various positions such as cross-cultural trainer for operation mobilization from 1997 until 1999 in London and Morocco, and also he National Director of Transformation Alliance now as part of international non-government organization for 5 years in Timor-Leste. Social entrepreneur in Vocare coaching and human development for 2015 until 2017 in Singapore and Indonesia. And now he is a founder and master trainer for LATINGATE, which provides Pre-Incubator business training. Mr. Josh also has several language skills such as English, Portuguese, and partially Indonesia and Tetum. Now, please give applause and a warm welcome to Mr. George. Okay, yeah, Mr. George. Virtual applause, yeah, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Yolla, for the introduction. I'm glad to meet you all. I know some of you are coming from work, heading home, others are just arriving at home. And I'm glad that you are part of this training. I'm sure your institution is working hard towards prepare you for this reality in the marketplace. All right. So let me, our class today, we're gonna have your participation. I know that the dynamic in being in a Zoom class is different. So we are trying to adapt it and adjust. Please feel free to ask questions. We're gonna have time for your participation. If you are not able to understand and if you don't feel comfortable to speak in English, Anda bisa pakai bahasa Indonesia. Saya tidak orang yang bisa lancar bahasa Indonesia, tetapi saya bisa berkomunikasi dengan Anda, oke? Kami ada di sini untuk kerja bersama. All right? Wonderful. Let's get into my PowerPoint. We're gonna be here for one presentation that we're gonna work together, and your participation will be great. Let me start from my PowerPoint here. Can you see the PowerPoint? I think everybody does, right? Okay, wonderful. Once again, we want to thank you for the collaboration and for this workshop with the staff and leadership innovation department, especially Dr. Yolla Margaretha for this opportunity with Maranatha University. Once again, I was just on Friday at your campus doing the some of the workshop with the S1, but I really like the S2. They are the high thinkers, you know, so I'm looking for your participation. Let's go. So before I start, I want to connect with you. So if you can look at this, look at me, okay? That's me. Look at these two pictures. What is the right information about me? One is right, another one is wrong. What do you think? It's a perception, okay? So do you think I'm a diver, a skydiver, or a scuba diver? I have a certification license. What do you think? If you think I'm a skydiver, okay, you do like this. If you think in your emotion, okay, so we're gonna use emotions, okay? You have access to your emotions, okay? If I'm a skydiver, you put this emoji. If you think I'm a scuba diver, okay, you use like this, okay? Scuba diver Or do you think I am, okay, the next one, or I'm a skydiver? What do you think? Let's see. You do. Let me see. Okay, thank you, Muhammad, for your participation. Okay, we get a mixed group here. I like S2 because they are much more interactive. Okay, we get skydiver, we get the scuba diver. All right, wonderful. Let me get back to my PowerPoint. And I want, if you are just arriving, we are working together and connecting. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm a scuba diver. Okay, so I'm in Indonesia. I should go for a scuba diver. So I'm a licensed scuba diver, and I love that. Second try, if you are just arriving, okay, my name is Josh. I'm founder of LATINGATE. We work in pre-incubation business development. And this is a game, but also I want to know and I want to connect with you. Let's go for the second question here. Let's see. Okay, so what do you think? I have lived in 5 continents or in 3 continents? Who think I'm, again, the same thing? Okay, you can put like, okay, 3, all right. What do you guys think? Let me open up again. 3 or 5, okay. If you have 3, you put the, thumbs up. If I'm 5, you clap. Let's see your participation. Are you? It's much easier to participate in the online than on site, right? Okay, thank you, thank you. So I'm glad. I want now to take volunteers for my next question. Okay, now I want you to tell about yourself. Okay, all right. So I live in 5 continents. I'm original from Brazil. I study business administration in Brazil. I did, intercultural leadership development in US. I work in the global apps in leadership development in human capacity in Europe and North Africa. And I've been working Southeast Asia, my 5th continent, for the last, 18 years. I worked 10 years in Timor as a human leadership development in the front line, in a holistic approach. I have 70 staff from 14 nations working together in Timor in my national, as a field director. And after that, I work in Singapore, 2 more years in Singapore, and I'm been in Indonesia for 7 years already. Yeah, in Bandung. So saya tinggal di Bandung. Now let me ask you, yes, those are the nations I lived before. Okay, it's a little bit about myself. Let me ask you, okay, who can think fast and be bold and tell me one thing is true about yourself, another thing, one sentence is not true, but you don't, let's see if we can pick what you are not. Can you say 2 sentences? For example, if I was there, I would say, okay, I love coffee. Second sentence, I hate tea. What do you think is the wrong answer? Can somebody open your mic and tell me what is the wrong thing about myself? I love coffee. I love tea.
Arfi, are you Arfi?
I think that you love both of them. So
Oh,
yeah.
you think I love both of them? Well, that's a good answer. Actually, yes, I love that. It's thinking out of the box. Can somebody try? Give us 2 sentences. We're gonna try to find what is the right one. Let's see who can hide better your wrong thing about yourself. Who wants to try? Siapa mau coba? Akan kasih dua informasi tentang Anda dan bisa satu yang benar, satu yang salah, tetapi kami akan cek apa yang benar. Ayo. Okay, Daniel, good, man. Tell us 2 sentences and we're going to try to find the right one.
The first sentence is I like playing games very much. The second sentence is in my free time, I lovely to read a book or magazine.
Okay. What do you guys think? What is the right one? 1 or 2?
1.
All right. Stella, you might know him. Is it right, Daniel?
Absolutely right. Yes,
You
100%
know
right.
Daniel, right? So, okay, that counts. You cannot lie, man. You cannot lie. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you so much. I know the time we could bring a lot of ice break activities, but I want to connect with you. Feel free to talk. You can take notes. I sent some notes to Dr. Yolla, so if Dr. Yolla could share, so you can grasp something that is very relevant for you. We're gonna talk soon, and later I want to hear from you as well. All right. So you can leave in the chat. You can write in English or Bahasa, so we can go through as we take some, conversation break that we call. Let me go and introduce you. LATINGATE is registered in Singapore. It's part of my doctor program. I've been working comparing Southeast Asia, leadership development with South America for my studies. And I've been seeing these opportunities to collaborate and work with universities, not to only do my research, but also perhaps give a contribution, because right now it's a very important moment for your life, especially if you are processing this huge transition from academia into marketplace. So LATINGATE is because I come from Latin America, so we are creating this business corridor, this gate between South America and Southeast Asia. So basically we focus on 3 dimensions: the business perspective, the social impact perspective. This is very important for you to integrate these 2 elements, the business idea and the social impact. And of course, how can we do that with a kingdom perspective? And our vision is to empower the less privileged emerging leaders. The way we do that is part of our mission, is in collaboration with universities and investors through the incubators. We're creating what we call pre-incubation business training. It's something new, very innovative, that is being very interested by the less privileged emerging leaders, especially in developing nations. How can we understand that? That's part of our topic today. Who are you? What is this about less privileged emerging leaders? Are you one of them? I hope by the end of this training, you're going to be able to see if you are one or not. And if you are, how could pre-incubation business training help you in your career, maybe, as well as perhaps in your business, initiation, or maybe stabilization, or maybe escalation in that process. So we'll talk about that. These are my partners in Singapore. Suryadi is actually from Bantu, but he lives in Sydney, and he lives in Jakarta now. He's a director for Southeast Asia Pacific for a business in food chain. And Andrew also is a startup in the cloud fire. And Patedi is one of the investors in our collaboration in Jakarta, TBN, in Indonesia. Those are social investors. They are looking for you. If you do have a business idea, if you have a social impact idea, come, we're going to have to talk, because there can be a good connection between where you are into what you need to launch your business or escalate your business. So this is part of my connection. If you want to get to know more about what we're doing, and please, you can connect us, but you also can do it through your university channel. Okay, now everybody's ready. Let me get everybody here. All right. Before we go, can I have a group picture? If you can quickly open your camera. I want to have one picture for you from before and later. No, I'm joking. I just want to do now, so I don't know what's your time frame. Some of you can open. If you can open, we're going to have a group picture now. So it'll be nice to have you all that. And then maybe if your program takes you again, no problem. All right. Okay, for everybody, I'm going to count on 2, 3. 3. Okay, all the girls are, getting your head, and the guys are getting the posture. Yeah, that's a good way. Let's do it. All right, thank you. So we all together, I want your participation. Part of my program, as you are S2, let me tell you, part of our program here is just give you a relax, but also from this point, I want your participation, your attention, your interaction. Is that right? So I want you to move from this passive, perhaps learning context into this engaging collaboration learning context. For that, I want to check your muscles, how strong, how fast can you interact with this? I will give you this picture. So your goal in this picture is find an animal there, all right? So you have a goal. If you find the animal, you put your icon, okay? You put your emoji there up. I want to see who are the first 3 people that have seen this animal. Are you ready? Ready? All right. I want you to take a look at this and tell me, if you find the animal, you put the image and you write it. What animal is that you see in this picture? Let's do it. What's the animal here? Chat, okay. Please chat in the chat. What animal is that? Can be in English, can be in Bahasa. I'm watching you. What animal is that? Well, we get already 1 or 2. Does anybody see already? I cannot see everybody in my sliding. I'm sliding here. Can somebody open your mic and tell me what animal do you see? Besides Dr. Yolla, because you already seen, okay, on Fridays.
I've seen that in Friday too, Mr.
Okay, if you have seen Reading, please hold your wisdom now. Who else? What's the animal you can see? Okay, I'm gonna help you. Okay, so your goal is to find animal. I will be more detailed, so helps you to focus and zoom in. Okay, it's a deer, rusak. Where is it? Tell me, where is it? Can somebody open your mic and tell me, where is it? Is it here?
It's between
is
the
it
trees.
here?
No.
It's
No?
between the
Who is
trees.
telling that? Maudi, have you been on Friday or not?
What?
Maudi, have you find the animal?
Yes, it's between the trees.
Between the trees, here, between these 2 trees. All
No.
right, up here?
Yeah. No, below.
Below?
front of the trees.
Okay, tell me when.
Yes, that's
Okay, this is one eye and then the second eye. If you have seen now, because I give you the orientation, can you react with the icon top up? I want to see how many have seen now. Okay, thank you, Maudi. Thank you, Raiden. Only 2? What about the rest? Sudah lihat rusak di sana atau belum?
Not yet. Not yet. I
yet?
cannot
All
see the
right.
deer. Where is it?
Oh, you haven't seen the deer yet. Okay, let me draw to you. Okay, I get another color. No white. I'm gonna get a. All right, come on, guys. You can see it. Can you see here?
Nanti tunggu Abi ya.
Oh, wow.
You see now?
Yeah.
Berani nggak bilang Om minta kerupuk?
Who have seen? Who have not seen yet? Can you tell me who have not seen yet? Can you be bold and say, Joshua, raise your hand? Okay, thank you, Owen. Very good. Why this exercise is important? I have 2 stories. The first one is you want to prepare a nice dinner for tomorrow, and tonight you go hunt in that forest. And your goal is to find the deer. If you don't see the deer, no barbecue tomorrow. That's the reality of the forest. If you're looking for the deer and the deer sees you, the deer is gonna run away. No barbecue tomorrow. Doesn't matter how much you know how to prepare barbecue. Doesn't matter how much you know about everything else about deer. If you don't see the deer before the deer see you, no barbecue. Do you agree? That is a a metaphor about what is already happened to you, or maybe is about to happen to you when you shift from academia into marketplace. In the marketplace, you are looking for your rucksack. You're looking for your best opportunity for your career, best opportunity for your business starting. That's your rucksack. You dream about it. You want to go into the forest and you want to get it. But if you don't develop the skills to see the deer before the deer sees you, you're not going to get it. You're going to see the deer running away from you. This workshop is important for you, that you can be quicker to see the deer. Thank you, Oyan, for telling us that you haven't seen it. I will go back and try again, okay? Let's go back there. I'm gonna show you the second picture. Let's see how fast you can respond to the second picture. You're gonna see another animal. Is that right? You ready? You're gonna do harder this time? Okay, let's do it. Let's see the second animal here. Okay, so what's the animal here? Whoever see first, open your mic and tell me, Joshua, this is the animal here. What's the animal there? Okay, Daniel, who? What's animal? Tell us, just the animal.
It's a cheetah.
Okay, cheetah, yes, good. That helps your team. Now we are working together. Hey guys, Daniel has seen a cheetah or a jaguar, okay, or a tiger. Do you see it? Where is the cheetah? Where is the jaguar here in the forest? Who have seen the jaguar? Can you raise your hand, please? Let's see here. Who have seen the jaguar? Let me see how many, the big group. Okay, one, only one? Are you only Maudi and Daniel? Who else? Okay, Claudia, thank you. Muhammad, thank you. Luke, thank you. Azdik, okay, good. All right, okay. That's very important. That's another part of our story. The first, as you go looking for your deer for barbecue tomorrow, you also need to watch for the jaguar. If as you try to find the jaguar, you don't see, if you try to find the rooster and you don't see the jaguar, guess who become the dinner? You become the dinner. As you're looking for opportunity in business, out there in the market, you're looking for a rucksack. But I need to tell you, and your teachers are here to tell you, I'm here to tell you, go ahead and looking for your best business opportunity, your best career opportunity, but watch out for the jaguar. In the marketplace, there's a lot of bad opportunity. There are a lot of deadly deals. There's a lot of terrible working contexts that you should never, ever get into that. How do you know that? How can you get there? Oh, when I get there, I will figure out. Too late. You become the dinner for the next jaguar. They will eat you as a breakfast. You need to look in both sides. As you're looking for your deer, one eye you're looking for your deer. The other, you're looking for the jaguar. Let's get back to the picture. Jaguar ada di mana? Daniel, can you help us? Where is the jaguar? Can you help your group to see? A lot of them haven't seen yet.
It's nearby the tree.
Nearby the tree here?
On the right
The
side.
right side.
The right side here.
Yeah, and no, just.
Oh, somebody did the draw. Thank you so much. I love cooperation. Yes.
Yes.
Can you
It's
see
like,
Can you see the jaguar now?
Yeah, it's like a cute cat, I think.
Kitty cat. Oh, you are bold. You don't fear the jaguar, right? Yeah, they are camouflage. They look like a little kid, so cute, but don't get close if you're ready to face your jaguar, okay? All right. Do you see? Who have seen now that you haven't seen before? Can you raise your hand? Apa exercise ini paling penting untuk Anda? You are in the season in your academic that you are developing a lot of skills. You need to, focus as you look into ahead. What are your good opportunities? God's opportunities. And what are the dangerous opportunities? You need to see. If your friends see, but you don't see, and he run faster, you are the dinner. If the Jaguar see, you don't see, my goodness, you're going to be easy bite in the marketplace. You need to anticipation, and that is part of what we are trying to tell you, the importance in the marketplace today. I wish we could have time for listen to you, what your impression from this exercise. I might leave this for the end. So if you do have a question or a comment, a takeaway from this exercise, write in our group here or remind me in the end as we're going to take a Q&A, okay? So hold that comment, hold that question of this exactly thing that you are experiencing now. Let's get into our topic today. So as I mentioned, Dr. Yolla has the material. If you want to use it, you can take it with you. I put it in English, but if you want to in Bahasa, let me know. So our training, our program is about pre-incubation business training. What is that? Why is that important for emerging leaders, young leaders, leaders like yourself that are in this, higher education? Why pre-incubation is important for you? Okay, so part of that is the reason we've been putting this training together is because the world has changed. There is a new reality out there. And I know you've been heard about, and you've been experienced the post-COVID impact, but we know, but one of the main positive elements here that because the world is changed is fourth industrial revolution. What is that? Why do I need to know about fourth industrial revolution? Because the whole working context is changing. The whole, business context is changing. The whole society is changing, and part of that is because of the fourth industrial revolution. Do you know what is this? What is fourth industrial revolution? I will open for one person to give me one statement. What is fourth industrial revolution about? Apa ini?
Digital technology.
Okay, that's good. Whatever you think, that's good, Daniel. You don't need to put in a sentence. One word about fourth industrial revolution. What is this about? Give me one word. Satu kata aja tentang fourth industrial revolution dari pikiran Anda. Ayo. Open and just tell.
Automatic.
Pass.
Okay, us, that's very good. Us means millennials and Gen Y, right? Good. Me too. I'm a Gen X, but I'm a kind of a millennial Gen X. Okay, good. Who else?
Digitalize, sir.
Yes, digital platform, yes. Satu lagi.
Tadi Arfi bilang automatic, sir.
Automation, yes, that's right. That's very important. Why? Let's put all this together now, okay? Let's put this together. And I love graphics, so I put this graphic for you to remember. You need to know about this. You need to put inside of you, what is this about? Because the weather is changing. The environment is changing. If you're looking for your rucksack, you need to understand that there is a transition there. Okay, you need to understand also the Jaguars are in different camouflage now because of the fourth industrial revolution. Okay, let's look into that. Why that is important? Because when things change, you need to adapt it. Okay, let me ask you this question. When environment change, who survive? The strongest or the weakest? Let me repeat. When environment change, who survived? The strongest or the weakest?
Stronger.
Okay, strongest. If you think it's the strongest, can you raise your hand? One. Okay, who else believe? All right, a lot of them. Okay, good. Put down your hands now. Let me ask you again. Who believes that is the weakest? Raise your hand. Nobody. Okay. When environment change, who survive? The strongest and the weakest. Neither the strongest, neither the weakest. It's a trick question. Those who survive are the most flexible. If you are in a safe environment because you are in this environment and the environment change, you tend to resist change. If you are weak in this environment and you don't anticipate the change, you might lose your life opportunity. So whoever is the most flexible will advance in their careers. They will create business that will become more sustainable and scalable in their new season. So adaptability and innovation is the necessary because the weather is the whole world is already changed. You already know, you've been experienced that. But how intentional you are to build something. This is nothing new in the world. If you look into our previous history, from our, industrial era in 70s, that's where become our industrial era. There was the first change we call the first industrial revolution in the 70s. What was the technology that changed industrial, business, economy, and lifestyle? What was the first industrial revolution technology? Can somebody open your mic and tell me what was the technology from that moment?
Machine.
Machine? What kind of machine?
How to say? Mesin uap.
Okay. Yes, you're right. I'm not saying that you are not wrong. I'm just trying to make you nail it, or somebody can nail you. What was the technology that turned the world into the first industrial revolution, which was the beginning of the industrial era?
Water and steam power.
The first one first, the steam power into 3 industrial technology: ship, train, and industrial clothing, manufacture in Europe. All happened in Europe, changed the whole scenario: industrial, business, economy, and lifestyle. Took a longer, took about 100 years to all these things happen in the world, but eventually happened. The whole, industrial change. 100 years, around 100 years later, in the 80s, another revolution, second industrial revolution. What was the technology there? Can somebody open your mic and tell? What was the second industrial revolution? Apa itu? Apa teknologi ini yang berubah?
Communication technologies like a telephone.
Yeah, it was part of that, but there was one more impact in that. There was electricity and fuel car engine, fuel engine car. That changed the whole structure of industrial, business, economy, and lifestyle of the people. That was revolutionary. That turned the whole world upside down. Those who resisted, wants to keep the horse industrial, they could not keep up. They fell along the side. Those who adapted, they could become stronger in the market. And the third industrial revolution was the computer, not too long ago. And then we come into the fourth industrial revolution, which is now. It's happening now. It's already happening. What are the technology for this time?
AI.
Exactly. It didn't start with the AI. It started with internet, okay? And then comes into the point of artificial intelligence. Yes, that is what is already happening now. And we need to understand not only what is happening around, but how can we engage with that, not only as a passive consumers, but as producers in that capacity. That is part of our purpose as a career or as a business. It's more than just adapted as a consumer, but how can we become producer in this new reality? How can we be intentional towards that direction? Three very important things that is going to affect your career, is going to affect your business, that is part of this fourth industrial revolution. It's already happened and much more is about to happen. So it's not already full consolidate as a fourth industrial. It's already happening and still into this construction. So as we are constructing this new industrial, business, economy, and lifestyle, there is a deconstruction from the third industrial revolution. So we need to learn this malleability, this adaptability of this construction in order to reconstruction. Why that is important for you? Because if you're thinking that business, looking for a career is like 10 years ago, I just graduate, get my certificate and looking for a job, this time is over. We need to understand these three trends. Automation, a lot of you mentioned that. Before, we didn't have access to technology. Now, in our telephone, we have so much technology access. So this is, how can I make this my career tool, my business tool? That's very important. It's not only social media, entertainment, and buyer, consumer. How can I turn this into a production? That's very important. Globalization. We are moving now from globalization into glocalization. What is glocalization? It's communication. Technology gives us access to social media, to internet. This is not something passive. Everything that I be exposed myself is shifting my mindset. It's changing me from inside out. I need to be aware of it and don't play with it in a way that I can hurt myself by changing to something, behaviors, mindset that is going to be, deadly deconstruction. I need to be safe in this new kind of development of globalization, which is glocalization, a fusion of global and local as together. I cannot be 100% global. I cannot also be 100% local. The fusion of those two things make my career, my life balanced in the process. I cannot only be local. I can never become just global. I will lose in both extremes. But if I can be in the middle, how can I take the best of both sides and fuse into something that I can connect with the other local leaders in Indonesia? I can connect globally. I can connect locally. What an advantage that will bring to my career. What advantage that will bring for my future business. Glocalization is the future. And collaboration. Why collaboration is? There's a new way of work. There's a new way of run a business. And I need to understand that. People are not just coming for paying the check and going home by 8 to 5 and that's it. They want to collaborate. They want to create that kind of cooperative integration that we can do together. So collaboration is necessary, but collaboration needs a different mindset. I need to have IQ and EQ to collaborate. I need to know my strength and my weakness. Otherwise, I cannot collaborate. I'll be afraid. I will be insecure because I don't know how to collaborate. Just tell me what to do. I've been passive for the rest of my life. If I'm passive, I don't know how to give feedback, receive feedback. I don't know how to give my opinion. I'm so afraid to tell what I think. That's no collaboration environment. I need to build that in my personal, in my academic capacity, and my professional performance. Becoming a collaborative, a integration, a corporate learning, a corporate operation. That's where the startups are doing. That's the new way of doing work. And we need to understand that. Again, if you do have questions, insights from this moment for Industrial Revolution, write it down. You can comment it, or if you have a question, let me know. Okay, let me open for comments. What do you think about 4th Industrial Revolution? You can tell me your questions or anything, okay? I want you to watch a video now and tell me about these 5 trends that is related to the 4th Industrial Revolution, the change. They're changing work and changing, way to work. So I want you to tell me something about this video that can contribute with you, okay? Let's watch this video, all right? So then we can pause a little bit and talk.
There is something going on in the world of work today, some kind of a evolution that's forcing organizations to think differently about what it means to be an employee or a manager, and even what it means to actually work. There are 5 trends that are causing this evolution to happen. 5 trends that are forcing organizations to challenge everything they know about work. These 5 trends are globalization, mobility, millennials and changing demographics, new behaviors, and technology. Globalization is causing the world to become like one giant city. The language that you speak, the culture that you subscribe to, the currency that you transact in, and where you are physically located are all starting to matter much less. This means that organizations can tap into talent anywhere in the world. Mobility is allowing us to stay connected to people and information anytime, anywhere, and on any device. This means that work is no longer a place you go to. It's something that you carry with you in your pocket wherever you are. Millennials are expected to comprise 50% of the workforce by 2020 and 75% of the workforce by 2025. Millennials are digital natives that expect and want to work in ways that reflect the year we live in. Most people live in 2015, but work at companies that operate like they are in 1975. Although millennials are driving enormous organizational change, it's important to remember that the future employee is anyone that is changing their behavior and mindset to adapt to the changing workforce. This means it doesn't matter if that person is 22 or 62. New behaviors are rapidly entering our organizations. For example, we are all comfortable living a more public life. We share our thoughts in blogs, post reviews on Yelp, have our entire professional history on LinkedIn, share pictures on Instagram, rant on Twitter, and engage in open conversations on Facebook. In fact, virtually every aspect of business behavior has changed, including the way we share, communicate, collaborate, teach, learn, find information, access technology, and create content. This is forcing organizations to fundamentally rethink and reimagine the way we work. Technologies such as big data, wearable devices, collaboration platforms, the Internet of Things, and cloud computing are enabling us to work in new ways while keeping us more engaged and productive. In the future of work, technology is the central nervous system of the organization that enables everything else to function. Together, these 5 trends, combined with an unprecedented war for talent, is forcing organizations to shift their mentality from creating a place where they assume employees need to work there to creating an environment where employees want to work there. When we think about the future of work, the organizations that can most effectively make this shift from need to want are the ones who will be able to attract and retain top talent. This means that if your organization doesn't think about and plan for the future of work, then your organization will have no future.
All right, this is just an assessment that gives us a visual perspective of what we are already saying. What do you think about that? When we put into the context of Indonesia, there's a shift in the organizations. There's a shift for those who are starting business. There's a shift for those who are gonna looking for a job in the future. How is your company that you work or you are building is adapting to that new reality? Understand and anticipating there is like using a binoculars for you to find your rucksack, . Very important for you to participate and give your perspective. What do you think about that?
There,
How does that affect you? So I want you to interact with me in that process. I will give you a space for discussion, or you give me your perspective. What is the cause of that? So now let's zoom in from a micro perspective as a helicopter into a micro perspective as we go into the lab research. What does that affect you? Okay, the world is changing. Oh, the business out there is changing. Oh yeah, but what does the affecting then is affecting you? Okay, so what does that affect you? Look at this, the effect here. 14% of Indonesians graduate from S1 Tidak Ada Kerja, based on Tempo magazine in 2021. That is the effect. Okay, 2021, 2 years ago. If you don't have the job, where do you go? Most of the time, that's one of the biggest challenge. I didn't find my dear Joshua. I didn't find my dream job. I could not know how to start a business. And institutions like yourself, Maranatha University, many others, they are aware of this shifting and change, and they are working collaboration. They are in this shifting transition. And that's why I'm here. Because in this collaboration is not just one man or one institution. It's a collaboration in this construction and reconstruction. And Maranatha is ahead of so many other universities in Indonesia and around the world. They are anticipating. They care about you. They are aware of that big challenge. And they understand that it's not just one organization that needs to change. There's a whole element in this collaboration. So what do you go if you don't have a job in a context like Indonesia after your graduation? Kalau tidak ada kerja, mulai cari kerja yang kurang baik. That's where you go to the underemployment. There's a whole jaguar economy waiting for you. Brilliant young people who are able to do so much, but because of belum cukup, not ready yet. What happened? You go to a working place because you need to survive. You work harder, get less money. But that's not the only problem. It's not just about money. Go into underemployment sometimes is a step to go into a better job or so forth. But most of the time, the percentage of people that get stuck into the kurang baik kerja is going to be for selama-lamanya kerja. For lifetime, they're going to be stuck there. It's a trap for a lot of people. There's a whole jaguar economy waiting for these youth, strong, brilliant young people that once they get there, they will not move out. Your organizations don't want that for you. Your family doesn't want that for you. I don't think you want that for you. But if you look into the statistic, those who are there, they never want that for themselves. Mereka juga tidak mau tinggal di kerja di sini 10 tahun, 20 tahun. They want to move out, tetapi sudah terlambat kepada mereka. How can we anticipate that process? So part of that is this collaboration that help you guys to think about the good, great opportunity there, but also to prevent you about the dangers of the world out there. So emerging leaders, they should looking for a job or create their own job. And that is the element that part of our passion and is based on that element. We cannot just be passive, inconsequent. Que será, será. Okay, we need to focus. We need to have this now moment, but also an anticipation of, of the near future. Talking about anticipation, what's going to happen 2030 in Indonesia? What's going to happen 2045? Let's start by talking about 2030. What's going to happen? Apa yang akan jadi di 2030 di Indonesia? Who can tell me? Ayo, jangan malu. Okay.
Exchange, maybe, sir?
Exchanging, yes. Tell me about it. Kalau mau pakai bahasa Indonesia, tidak apa-apa. Okay?
The temperature more hot, sir.
Oh, global warm. No, no.
Yes, global warming.
Could be, but that's not what I'm talking. What's going to happen in Indonesia? It's a positive, by the way. Good thing, good thing. It's a big rusak there. What's
New,
going to happen?
new capital city.
New capital city. Oh,
Amin.
I hope, yeah, so, but it's not that.
Oh, no.
That's why we are here. You cannot just live the now. You need to see the helicopter perspective. Okay? So I need to know, because that is going to affect you. In 7 years, something is going to happen, and you need to prepare for that momentum. What is that? Good that you're here. So this is going to help with that. Okay? If you look at this, because of our time, is the Indonesian emas. But in 2030, what's going to happen is your country is going to be the largest working force in the region. Indonesia now is early 20s. And 7 years, you're going to be before 30. That's where your apps, the largest number of Indonesia in their 30s, which is the apps of your working capacity. Are you ready for that? Your government is working towards, we cannot only become large, but weak. We cannot have only an arm, huge, bigger than China working force, bigger than, because China is going to get older, and those that are now is going to be older. So the working force in China needs to take care of their own older people. Korea is getting into a plateau and going down. They don't have enough baby kids to grow. Japan is already old. You're going to be the next working capital in the region. What are you going to do about that? Indonesia cannot keep only exporting pembantu ke Hong Kong, ke Singapore, and orang yang kerja the construction in Dubai, or in the Emirates. You have better than that, and you are part of that better of Indonesia. But it's not just about, okay, I'm gonna get this certification, now I'm gonna go to my S1, and then with what purpose? So what we need to integrate in this next 7 years, that is going to be, I'm going to be ready for that opportunity. Your government is looking for that. Your university is getting ready to prepare something that is going to be amazing in the next 7 years. You're going to have people in all the capacity that is going to be ready. We need CEOs, Indonesians. We need entrepreneurs. We need managers. We need an operation in the technical level. We need assistants. We need, laborers, all these levels. So we need to fill the other ones. Otherwise, you're going to just be here. It's not that what you're having is not good. What we are saying is there's something else that you need to integrate. It's not one or another. I will talk about that. As we look in here, look at what your president mentioned. So, he said that our challenge are our opportunities. We have big challenge to prepare these young people. You have two main resources in the 7 years. And then in 2045, you're going to have something that the world will not have. What is that? Natural human capital and natural resource. You cannot just rely your economy by giving raw products to the world. You need to develop people that will be able to be entrepreneur, to export products, service with that entrepreneur and intrapreneur capacity. So you are the next, resource of your nation, people and natural resource. How far can you go? You still have 7 years to prepare yourself for that. Like your president said, digital economy and SMEs, small and micro enterprise, are the Bloom platform, are the new source of breaking poverty. How we do that? And like your president mentioned, I warn you, you are already part of the fourth industrial revolution as a digital consumer. You've been consumer on social media. You've been consuming in Netflix, buying things, getting things, communicating. That's a consuming. Somebody's making money because you are consuming it. Your government is telling you, we need to shift from digital global consumer to digital global producers. And that things is not gonna be by give you access to resource or fund or opportunity. Comes by shifting a new culture of Indonesian workers, Indonesians business people. That is the shift. And the ones that are more innovative, adaptable, adjustable. And part of that is anticipation and adaptation. Those can make it. Can you? So don't be afraid. Be ready for this shift. You are in the safe place. Your organization cares for you. They believe in you. Your government is doing something. How can we collaborate and integrate? Your organization can be ready. LATINGATE is ready. But my question for this workshop is, are you ready? You need to. If nobody change, if they don't want to change, we can learn from anybody, from anything, if we really want to learn. And learning is not just from the IQ capacity. It's about EQ capacity. Let's get into your questions now. So let's go into, these are the people like yourself. I've been working, with different nations in this global community that we're building as early entrepreneurs. And there's so much resource, so much information to be integrated and collaborate with young people just like yourself. If you know how to channel with them, if you know the language of entrepreneurship, so you can interacted, exchanging so much information, resource, and network that something can accelerate this phase that we work with. I will pause here with those questions. As you look into the fourth industrial revolution that is already existing in your country, what are the jaguars? What are the rusak that you see? And whatever opinion you have. If you once you say something, now is your time. I don't gonna point you because this is a cooperation learn. Tell me your opinion about the, only one. What is one rusak in your ecosystem because of the fourth industrial revolution? What is the good things happening? What are the jaguar? What is the bad thing, the challenge? Can you tell me?
Then it will be have a new product.
Okay, innovation, yes. That's a positive or negative?
That's a positive things.
Okay, all right. What's a negative, Daniel? What do you think in your ecosystem, your Indonesia, Bandung, whatever area you are, what are the negative of the fourth industrial revolution?
Mm.
You can, yeah. All right. Stella,
Maybe-
what do you think, Stella? Apa pikir? Pikiran dari apa pikir tentang positive and negative dari fourth industrial revolution kepada konteks?
In my humble opinion, is about a positive effect and increased efficiency and productivity, I think. But for negative, growing economic inequality. I mean, sorry.
Quality?
Inequality. It's not the same, like imbalance one. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's all.
Okay, good. Anybody else? I just want to hear your opinion. I want to not only hear your opinion about how ready you are to give your comments. Shifting from passive learning to interactive learning is very good point for you. I will tell you later why that is important.
For me, I think the negative is the price in Indonesia product and some country is not competitive, so some governments is kind of pointing at that.
Okay, yes.
And then the positive, maybe it's more globally, the product can sell globally, but the price is not competitive enough.
All right, I understand. That's good. Good economic perspective. I love it. Okay. Anybody else? One more person? Jangan malu, bisa pakai bahasa Indonesia. Apa yang positif, apa yang negatif dari perspektif Anda? Dava, mau coba? Okay, Charlene. Catering.
Thank you, Sir. Saya pakai bahasa Indonesia ya, Sir.
Silakan ya, tidak apa-apa.
Kalau menurut saya tuh membuka usahanya tuh semakin luas gitu. Terus juga menjangkau pasarnya semakin lebar gitu kan karena bisa dengan internet. Tapi negatifnya itu toko-toko konvensional yang tradisional itu lebih tertinggal dan mungkin sulit untuk lebih berkembang lagi gitu.
All right. Good. Yeah, semua baik, okay? The element is very important in the process in our perspective is, let me tell you, there's 3 ways we can see reality. Very important for us to understand, because we can talk about anything that is a good and negative impact. But there are things in our reality, there are things that I don't have control and influence. It's important to know them, but should not start from that. There are things that I have influence. It's important to keep that in perspective, closer. But there are things that I have control. That's when we start. Talking about economy and foreigner competition, I don't have control and influence. Talking about a product, I might have some influence. Talking about me, preparing myself, I have control. It's not my way to adapt it. It's not from outside in. It's from inside out. I cannot control and have influence about a lot of things that are happening here. I still need to know about them. But I have to start from the thing I have control, which is me, myself, saya sendiri. Eu. How? That's where we start. The only thing I can control in this whole change is myself. How can I start from myself? What do I need to change? Then I can get more influence in this new reality. Then I can prevent myself with things that I don't have control. Let me tell you, weather, economy, I don't have control. Governance, I don't have control. If it's going to rain tomorrow, what I have control is knowing if it's going to rain, and I bring my umbrella. That's I have influence, my umbrella. I tell the umbrella, open, and they will open. And I have control to make decision. That's how we deal with this new environment that is changing, and a lot of this positive and negative, I don't have control and influence, but I have control of my life in this environment. What can I focus them? That's the point that we're going to talk now. Thanks for those who talk. You have free cup of coffee next year with me, okay? Then we can have, or tea, since somebody told me that I like both, and I like the answer. Let's go. So what is the cause that a lot of young people are graduating and don't have a job, and they end up into the underemployment? One of the elements is not the capacity of IQ, but is the EQ capacity. That's part of the reason, we've been so much focused because of the industrial area into accumulating information, categorize information into a pattern of skills of operation, so then we can implement in that path of a context of operational system. The point is the whole environment is changing, and then I need to have EQ to adapt it and integrate that. So now then I can redesign what I already know from my IQ, and then with collaboration with my EQ. Look at this. The CEOs are hired for their intellectual, and business expertise, IQ. And they are fired for lack of emotional intelligence, collaboration, participation, adaptability, innovation. That's the true reality. So it's not just, a good IQ, but also we need, in this shifting era that we are from modern to postmodern, from third industrial revolution into the fourth industrial revolution, we need to keep our IQ, okay? But we need to also, develop stronger EQ in the process. We've been talking a lot about hard skills, soft skills, very important. But now we need to integrate, innovative skills in the capacity, which is part of the entrepreneurial, competence that we need to develop. If we talk about EQ, there's so many ways we can get from philosophical perspective, neuroscience. We can go all the way to corporation and stimulation and all this, but we're gonna focus into 3 pillars that make it more practical. EQ capacity gives me the competence of self-awareness and self-awareness. Do you remember the first game we have? Self-awareness and social awareness. I see myself in that context, and I could see the jaguar. I could see, the social awareness of the thing. A lot of people saw, they didn't tell me, but somebody told, hey, I see, and I told somebody. That is the second pillar, self-responsibility. So it's not just about seeing the jaguar, but doing something about it. It's not just about seeing it, the opportunity in business or the dangerous opportunity or something that needs to change. Is what I'm going to take action, is to be proactive, is to be engaging, is to take initiative, is coming out of my self-comfort zone, is the self-management. Self-responsibility. I cannot just see, tomorrow I'm gonna do something about this. Word does not exist anymore. I need to synchronize in their pace. I can collaborate with people so we can integrate that pace. Self-awareness, self-responsibility. I can only have one and then neglect the other. No, we have to have the 3 pillars we call self-awareness, social awareness, self-responsibility, doing something, self-management, and I do in smart way. We call here responsible, action. I call smart way. It's very important. Sometimes we are aware, we want to do something, but we do in the old ways. No, there's a new way, a smart way, a faster way, that can make much more, impact. So it's not just about to know, and what the willingness to do is, how do I do smarter? How do I do more technologically? How can I do more in cooperation? Not just me doing everything. I can collaborate. So in the collaboration, we beat the pace of the dimension, the fastness, the agility capacity is by doing together. It's not by one-man band. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to scratch? I'm sure your teachers are, pulling you for here, for that. It's good to be outside so I can echo what they are already saying every week, every month to you. We need both capacity in your brain, the IQ developing and the EQ development in our days. Some of us come from a very traditional family that they hate change. They never create an environment that I can use my critical thinking, my capacity. I never been into this space that stretch my entrepreneurial, plasma that can become strong muscles. We become very strong in one side and then paralyzed or very small in the other side. When I walk with this side, I'm very good. But when I need to do the second step with the other side of our brain, we cramp, we trap, we fall. We need both be like muscles of a basketball player, using all the body, not just half of the body. If I cannot compensate, doctor, if I compensate with my IQ, I can neglect my EQ. It's too difficult. It's too late for me. No, you are still very young. You are in what we call in neuroscience, the age of stretching your entrepreneurial, hormonal, neural capacity. Now is your time. If you are behind a little bit, that's okay. You can catch up. Don't wait 10, 20 years from now. That was right. That's why I didn't make it. No, we are here to tell you that's why you needed to make it. But it's a muscle. I can tell you as much I'm able to until I get losing my voice. But you need to decide. Remember, EQ, that's the biggest challenge of EQ. Is the capacity to make you, the element that. I will close with the one more session, and then we can talk a little bit more. What is the cause of that? Both the privileged emerging leaders and the less privileged, both have IQ, but their challenge is the EQ capacity. So while we realize that we need 5, foundation that we need to develop. Personal entrepreneurship skills. Like I mentioned, I have the IQ, now I need to develop the EQ, personal, critical thinking, thinking out of the box, design thinking, imaginative thinking, managing how to take risk, how to engage in corporate learning, how to try, how to take risk. That's part of your entrepreneurship capacity. And that, let me tell you this. This is what you need as a worker, as well as a business person. If you think, Josh, I want career, I just want a job that I can stay there for until I get married. You need that, which you call entrepreneurship capacity. So that's what we need. And also we need to learn how to deal with our business concept, how we come up with business idea. Hey, Joshua, I'm going career. I don't have to have a business idea. You're always going to have an idea to solve a problem. You're always going to have an idea to innovate yourself into this new segment of you are. Your company that you're going to work is going to change. They're going to bring new technology. They're going to bring new ways of approach. And you have to have ideas to change. And you need to embrace that. And you need to be part of a network. Sometimes we are in the crowd, but we are by ourselves. We don't know how to build a company, how to have mentors, how to have peer-to-peer mentors. And we just have companies to jalan-jalan, makan bersama, santai, but not for business. We get together if we have a deadline, then we do something together. But instead to be proactive, to be innovative, to take initiative, we don't have that. For work, no. Well, we need the boss tell us what to do. It's easier. It's easier now. But if you develop your EQ, you're going to be able to see we work in collaboration. I need that in my team, not just because we work for the same company, but because we are one as a team. And of course, initial capital. How we do that, so perhaps we can work on that process. All right, so let me give you something. This is how we do it. We have a training that is in 3 phases. The first phase, we want to help you to shift your mindset. The second phase is building community, and the third phase is about building a collaboration. So I want to pause here. If you can take a picture of this. This is an assessment that we've been doing. I would love you to participate. We will send you a link of this as well. But if you can take a screenshot of this QR code and do the assessment, it's short. It's you're gonna be able to identify yourself as Maranata S2. So then we can compare this capacity of these 5 basic elements from you in the process. we do have so many other things to share, but I will open, because of the time that was given, I will open up for question and answer. If you would like to ask some questions or give your comments, or if you have something that through this presentation call your attention that you'd like to comment, I'm more than open to talk to the end of my time.
Ya, oke, bisa diisi ya kuesionernya, dan silakan ada yang mau bertanya, Q&A session. Ya, so inspiring dari Mr. George, so fruitful insight gitu ya untuk semuanya, fruitful knowledge juga. Silahkan teman-teman, ada yang mau discuss?
Ya, silakan. Kalau mau pakai bahasa Indonesia tidak apa-apa. Mungkin ada komen, mungkin ada pertanyaan atau share perspektif ini paling penting mendengar dari Anda. Saya tidak mau seperti, oke, ini bisa bicara, saya mau buka jalan untuk kolaborasi learning.
Oke, sambil diisi ya kuesionernya, silakan. Mungkin Miss Maya ada komen, Miss Maya.
Okay, hopefully my voice is you can hear right now.
Yes, very clear.
Okay. I'm sorry, Professor George, because I have trouble with my internet. But today's sharing from you is very great session, and I have so many new perspective. Thank you so much. Then I think that our student also have many information and also inspiration from you. Thank you so much.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Miss Maya. Miss Maya, as a lecturer in Magister,
yes,
Practice Innovation and Entrepreneurship, right, Miss?
Yes, for this semester, yes.
Yeah,
that's wonderful. We can learn together. I'm looking forward to hear more your perspective in all these elements, especially towards entrepreneurship.
Thank you so much. It will be great.
Yeah, and also Miss Maya, my leader, sir, she is as a vice rector right now.
Wow, what an honor have you here.
So do I. Thank you so much, Professor.
Sorry, I failed to open the form. Can you? Oh, okay, Mr. George, could you share again barcode or a link?
Yes, I will. Just a second.
Just for a second, teman-teman. Tunggu sebentar ya. Nanti di-share ulang. Silakan sambil mengisi. Ada juga yang mau boleh bertanya atau mau bertanya di kolom chat juga boleh. Oke, Pak Daniel. Yes, sure. Yes, please. Silakan, Pak.
Okay, thank you, Bu Yolla, for the opportunity. Actually, thank you, Pak Jos, Mr. Jos, for the great presentation, for the great insight. I learning so many things from you and from your perspective also. And yeah, it is our how to say our bekal kami for the next 7 years, right? Next 7 or 10 years later. For the question, I'm still confusing about the what you call it, the cute cat, the jaguar. From yeah, from the three first slide, I think my question is about jaguar is like we should afraid of, right? So in order to building the business, who will be the jaguar? And then in your perspective, yeah, in your experience and your perspective also, who will be the jaguar? And I mean the real case.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's important for us to mapping the threats before we join the building the business. That's my question. Thank you.
I understand. Okay. I think Jaguar can be anything that can jeopardize your future success and sustainability. So the classical Jaguar is not only the bad, and the ugly and the wrong thing that is in the marketplace. For example, business shark, a wrong model, can be a Jaguar. All right. But also negative absolutes can be your Jaguar. And sometimes the negative absolutes comes from your family and culture, or maybe your friends. Hey, don't do that. Hey, besok aja, tidak apa-apa. Those negative absolute can be your Jaguar. Okay, so we need to know, and sometimes our own negative absolute. I'm like this and nothing's gonna change. That is resistance and inflexibility in the wrong time. Okay, so those can be my Jaguar. So we need to define who are our Jaguars for today. So as we work on that, that helps. And sometimes the most challenge, Daniel, is we start to like to pet our little Jaguars. Now, he didn't bite me today. And then tomorrow, no, nothing happened. But in the third day, the Jaguar is hungry and he's going to look at you and... So we need friends to tell us sometimes in our blind spots, we can become overconfident or underconfident. So that can cause us to create our own Jaguar in the process.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Josh. Hello? Freezing?
I think so.
Ya, Mr. George yang freezing sih. Kita aman.
Oke.
Oke. Sorry, saya delay. Oke, teman-teman. Dapat insight ya hari ini. Untuk yang linknya sudah diisi semua. Kalau ada yang belum, Bu Eti belum ya?
Ya.
Ada yang boleh di-share, please?
Aku juga belum, Bu.
Maaf Bu, saya juga belum.
Oh ya, belum Bu. Linknya sudah saya share di grup ya teman-teman.
Oke, thank you Sis Stella. Sis Stella already share di grup teman-teman. Boleh di-klik.
Please join with us.
Maaf, boleh minta di-share di sini nggak ya? Soalnya kan, ya,
Oh,
thank you.
thank you. Nah, ada
Iya,
IT
bisa.
man.
Sudah di-share.
We have IT man.
I just get it from Stella also.
Wait, thank you bro.
Ini great pacing ya kalian berdua emang.
Aslinya mah
Tom and Jerry.
Oke.
Oke.
Sometimes akur, sometimes pas saya gitu ya.
Enggak ya Pak ya.
Oke, sorry, thank you, Mr. Josh. I think you just left just now. Yeah.
Oh, it just dropped. I don't know why. It was me or the whole system, but I come back. I just want to say thank you. Saya terima kasih banyak. Saya pikir mungkin terlalu banyak informasi baru untuk mereka. Juga belum ada koneksi yang lancar. Tetapi kami mau kerja bersama dengan pikiran dari insight ideia dari hari ini. Kami bisa kerja untuk apakah kami bisa berkuatai masa depan, tahun depan.
Yeah. Actually, why I ask you about my question? Because one of my thesis that I'm doing now is about the supporting social dukungan sosial, about how we want to build or want to create the business. Yeah, so from this session, I also, yeah, for the short term, I so many insight. I also already write something, and I need the recording, Bu Yolla.
Yeah, I think when we look into the context, I mean, there's difference between a dangerous situation with a problem. Problem always gonna face in the business. The reason that a business exists is because there is an unsolved situation that the business brings the solution, and through the business you create a business proposal. So the problem is not the jaguar, okay? So the element is, sometimes a good opportunity can be a big camouflage jaguar. It cannot be God's opportunity. It can be something that can be hurt others or hurt yourself. So the element of defining a jaguar has different angles in the process. One of the biggest problems sometimes is not the operability, is in the value. A jaguar can be, the core element is the value in the process. So
thank you.
Thank you to you guys. Thank you very much. Once again, thank you, Dr. Yolla, for the opportunity. And I'm open for conversations, or if you have a perspective that you want to implement in your paper, whatever, please contact me. I give you my contact. I'll be glad to listen to you and perhaps give you some perspective, feedback that can add something for your paper or your situation, okay? Thank you, satu kali lagi, Dr. Yolla.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. You're welcome. My pleasure. Silakan, Pak Randy. Ada yang mau ditanya? Yeah. Sistela, any comments, please?
For Mr. Josh, maybe can I know more about how does LATINGATE train everyone who joins, and considering that not everyone has a willingness or knowledge enough to become a good entrepreneur, and what is the next step does LATINGATE observe about the progress of the people who join LATINGATE? Maybe I also want to know about it.
Yes. All right, good. I can go in full details, but I can also do in a short version. It depends on the time and the opportunity, okay? But let me give you a short version. If you want a detailed version, we can go. LATINGATE is not only for those who want to open a business. We are at an early stage that we want to help young people to know what do I need to run a business, and what does a business needs to be run in the 21st century. But also we understand that as you pursue career, you also need to have the entrepreneurial, foundation competence. Because as you go to your job, you cannot only rely on your IQ, because I want to work for somebody else. I know how to do something. And then if my boss asks me, if my job description asks me, I'm expert in this area, and I just blur everything else. We cannot be in that kind of preparation, because our work has to be integrated. And for you to do that, you need, if you're looking for a career, to develop entrepreneurship capacity. So EQ is necessary for you to develop career, so you become entrepreneur. If you want to open business, you become entrepreneur. 2 levels. Some of you might be SMEs entrepreneur. Others might be startup entrepreneurs. So that is why EQ even help you. If you are entrepreneur, what's my capacity? It's better for you to be a good start SMEs entrepreneur, and make it sustainable and make it grow, and sustainability in 3 levels: finance, operation, and leadership management. Then you try to become a startup entrepreneur. That never happened. So this you require EQ, and part of the EQ is this collaboration. So our first 3 months training is in we call flip classroom, that helps you to understand the whole dynamic. If you allow me to quickly show you, that is the part that I was telling you. You need to know, and our training is going to help you if you are entrepreneur or intrapreneur. That's the most important element of your EQ, self-awareness. Who am I in this context? Based on who you are, you're going to develop your strength from who you are, and you're going to manage your limitation from how you are. Because being entrepreneur is not, the best, and intrapreneur is the worst. No, both are important in the economy of the business. And as we go into this process, this is our, model that we work. As you do the assessment today, it's going to help you to know where you are. And then through our 3 months program, it's going to help you to come to a point that you're going to understand if you're entrepreneur or intrapreneur. So after that, we encourage for the entrepreneurs to go into alpha validation to beta validation, when you're going to be able to accelerate your pre-incubation capacity. So then you're going to be able to, we're going to be able to connect it or introduce you to the marketplace, those who are business investors, early stage investors, that now your business idea is validated with the MVP. Your pitching is ready to do, so then you can go and process that with the social impact. So as you can see, there is an integration between these two layers, and your organization is willing to journey with you, directed, semi-directed, and indirected, as you journey as a transition from academia into marketplace. Doesn't matter if you're gonna be in career, they want you to become intrapreneur, bringing EQ muscles with your IQ. If you're going for business, you need to know my entrepreneurship capacity is for SMEs or startups. So, I want startup because make more money. It's not the point. That is the, outside element. We call extrinsic. The intrinsic is you. Once you know who you are and what your capacity is, we can help you to define that direction for your journey. The earlier you know that, more prepared you can anticipate to see the deers and the jaguar in the journey.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. George. It's so interesting also. Thank you so much.
Yes. And of course, we want to create a collaboration. Okay, I think LATINGATE has a play. Your institution is amazing, has a huge play. I love Maranatha. Everything is inspiring innovation in entrepreneurship. Okay, I'm looking for Thursday. I will be in the entrepreneurship day, and I think that's an advantage in your academic organization is working very aggressive towards bringing this true capacity for you guys. So take advantage of that. Be part of that shifting transition that we all are part of it.
Thank you, Mr. George.
Okay. So Stella, you got fully packaged for Mr. George. Hopefully, we will collaborate with LATINGATE. Yeah, we will discuss further with Mr. Henki. Yeah, Mr. George. Okay. Last question. Yes, please, guys. Any question? Adiska, Dava, Bu Eti, silakan. Ada juga ini Yowan, Maudi, silakan. Gisha, Kevin, and friends. Masih di mobil? Sudah diisi semua?
Maaf Bu, udah kepisah Bu.
Sudah terpisah Ibu. Iya.
Oke. Any question, Kevin?
Sejauh ini belum ada Bu.
Not yet Ibu.
Oke, Aldi juga not yet. Oke, ini untuk link sudah diisi semua?
Udah Bu. Sedang diisi Bu.
On progress Bu.
On progress, oke. Arfi, any question? Ini Arfi is one of best students from Reguler and beliau lanjut S2 Magister.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, so right now Arfi ini ya, lagi magang ya Vi ya, in international office.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Any question, Vi?
I don't have any questions. No, but I just want to ask you, maybe it's out of topics, but I want to know what's your opinion. So I think that some people is just a kind of built at some perspective, mister. So for me, I think some people just think that I'm good at some economics, or am I interested in economics? So everyone is pushing me to do the economics and etc. etc. But sometimes I kind of like another thing like marketing and etc. So I just want to look at the perspective, how do I manage myself to branding that I'm not just financially, so I can make more in marketing or etc. What do you think about that?
All right, yes. I think our journey of self-discovery is not just once, okay? There's a lot of exposure that life takes to us that make us self-discover new things in us. So our progress doesn't mean that today I want to do something, tomorrow I'm going to do something totally different. That is not what I'm talking. What we're talking is about the progression and the focus on the process. Okay, and also, Raiden, you are still very young. Sometimes what happens is there's a natural exposure driven inside of you. Even though I'm good on this, I already tried, but I want to try something else. I want to try something else. I think this can be a good thing for the diffusion of all this exposure in learning and in trying. Is going to take you into a new point, the aha think, you know? So that's happened to everybody in your age, happened to me and many others that has been journeying into that. So maybe your big picture is going to come soon. So what I'm saying is keep collecting, keep putting, you know, don't make a permanent of yourself now. That's me for the next 20 years. Cannot be. But also don't lose the focus. If you're going to go around, don't make your range too far so you cannot embrace with your or two hands. That's what I would say. Okay. So sometimes that gives you maturity to, okay, now I know. So then, but remember, this moment will come when you're going to say, okay, I'm going to fuse all this exposure into one or two things that is going to come soon. So be prepared for that, because don't build the habit of learning new things because of the entertainment, academic playroom. Okay, good today. Oh, tomorrow. And you don't see the sense of destiny and focus. Okay, I think that is my say. Don't go too much. Okay, playing around, learning, flirting, and, or don't go too, don't too narrow. Okay, so just be ready for that.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. At my position now, I think that I kind of lost interest in what I did now. Like, I love to in financial, but sometimes it's, do I really need this? Do I really like that? So it's kind of discovering myself a little bit. Yeah, but
That's good.
Thank you
That's
so
good.
much for your opinions on me. That's all, Mrs. Yolla. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you, Arfi. Yeah, you got the ole, yeah, the message for your foundation as entrepreneur or as intrapreneur. Okay, anything else, guys?
I would say something regarding writing, Dr. Yolla, that is very important for brilliant young people. I've been talking to a lot of brilliant young people. Because they develop very good hard skill, good competence, capacity of learning new things. Sometimes they get too much distracted with too many new things around. so they lose focus. I've seen very good young people losing their momentum of, okay, now it's time to take everything I learned so far and put into something that can create something. So don't be careful not to be in the runabout all the time. There is a time to go to the runabout, try new things and so forth, but never forget what I'm heading to. That's very important.
Okay, please don't lose your focus, yeah.
Yeah.
Because entrepreneurship became from 3 skills: soft skills, hard skills, and practical skills. So you must improve and enhance your practical skill in community, yeah, in a second family like LATINGATE and the others, so you can grow together, and you have a coach like Mr. George. Yeah, always making you as a buddy and grow together. Yeah. So, okay. Ada lagi? Maybe last questions? We have around 13 minutes left. Last question? Or is all clear? Please give me a reaction. How about this session? It's good, Bu Eti, good. Arfi, you got something today? Wow, praise the Lord. Thank you so much, Tarisha. Mr. Daniel, got fully package ya today. Gak paket hemat, paket package, full package.
A la carte package.
Yeah, right. Agree, indeed. Then, Miss Stella, thank you, 2 thumbs up. Miss Rara, any comment? Long time no see, Miss Rara.
Halo Bu, gak ada Bu, makasih, thank you.
Oke. So, kita udah di akhir pengunjung ya. So, Miss Maya, could you give us a closing statement or closing remarks for this session? And also closing this session with a pray, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Yolla, and thank you so much to Professor George to give us so many things today, and we learn so many new things and also new perspective. So please keep us, have a spirit, become new, or perhaps intrapreneur or entrepreneur, and hopefully we can teamwork together with LATINGATE. Yeah, hopefully we can collaborate and also can give the best for everything in the future. So we close to give thanks to the Lord, and I will pray, and I will use Christian pray, and please you can try to use with your faith. Okay, let us pray. Our Father in heaven, thank you, Lord, because you give us opportunity to hear every moment and sharing from Professor George today, and bless us and keep us so we can doing the right things to become entrepreneurs and also intrapreneurs and give glory to the Lord. In the name of Jesus we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Miss Maya. So, guys, don't forget to fill in the questionnaire about this session. I will already send to you at Miss Microsoft Teams. And thank you so much for Mr. Josh. Okay, hopefully we can meet again at the new program. So, teman-teman, kita sempat melakukan kerjasama dengan Mr. George and LATINGATE pada waktu yang lampau dengan teman-teman S1 dan seru banget. Mereka punya program dalam waktu 1 semester, intens banget di coaching dan juga dibekali untuk teman-teman menjadi wirausaha atau menjadi pekerja yang memiliki semangat wirausaha atau disebut entrepreneur. After that, mereka juga membantu kita untuk melakukan sebuah exhibition atau pameran yang dimana di pameran itu nanti teman-teman akan bertemu dengan investor atau juga diberikan masukan mengenai ide bisnisnya. Harapannya nanti kalau di S2 ini bisa memungkinkan dilakukan, maka ini bisa menjadi exposure teman-teman secara nasional maupun secara internasional. Karena saat ini juga exposure internasional dibutuhkan ya sebagai experience juga add-on ya untuk menjadi seorang lulusan magister yang nggak cuma secara kognitifnya keren tapi juga practical skill juga punya komunitas atau networking. It's a capital. So hari ini fully packaged. Thank you so much sekali lagi for fruitful session. Hopefully it can be a foundation for entrepreneurship and for you as an entrepreneur or intrapreneur. See you again. And Mr. George, keep healthy. God bless you. And thank you. Bagaimana hari ini? Keren? Asik? Seru? Boleh kasih emonya? And say something.
Keren, Bu. Seru, Bu.
Mr. George got love and sarang heo. Oke. Oke, sarang heo, double sarang heo from Miss Stella. Oke, bisa foto bareng sebentar? Open cam please. It's okay. Muka-muka ngantuk, muka-muka lelah ya.
Wah,
Iya.
buka
Tapi
semangat, Miss.
buka semangat ya. Dari tadi di Danau Toba nggak nyemplung-nyemplung tuh. Oke. Miss Aditya aja ada di universe nih. Tuh kan. Oke. Oke, 3, 2, 1. Give your best smile. Ya, wait a moment. Tahan. Saya kayak ini ya. Tukang foto ini ya. Cantik. Iya. Sekali lagi ya. Oke. 3, 2, 1. Smile. Oke, boleh bilang bareng-bareng. Thank you, LATINGATE. Thank you, Mr. George.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, LATINGATE.
Thank you,
Mr.
Yolla,
George.
Maya, thank you.
Maya, thank you everyone.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
everyone. Thank you, Mr.
Selamat
George.
istirahat.
Bye.
Good night. Bye.
Night,
Good
everyone.
night. Bye.
Good night. God bless.
Night.
Makasih, Miss Mai.
Sama-sama.